It's your boy Dice, aka Dice.
Now you face the Shredder.
Yo, what's up everybody, Dice, I'm back at it again. I do not own these clips, this is fair use, so hop off it for real. We got Baraka from Mortal Kombat, the one and only, versus Shredder, the one and only. So without further ado, let's get it. Shredder, aka Urakusaki, is in fact a very, very dangerous and very, very skilled combatant. He is a martial artist and a leader. He is a very threatening villain and enemy. We all know Shredder's dope. Now, Urakusaki or Orokusaki, however you want to pronounce it, the Shredder is in fact a villain capable of going up against the likes of even characters such as Batman himself, showing his utter badassery, being able to easily slice through metal and toss around and ragdoll the Batman himself. He is, of course, the enemy and nemesis to the Turtles, the Ninja Turtles, and of course their master, Master Splinter. There are many different versions of Shredder, but the composite Shredder typically has a suit that in fact is very heavily armored, resembling that of a cross between a ninja and a samurai. He has long, very sharp and durable, very massive blades mounted on his arm gauntlets. Shredder earned his name, Shredder, for this reason. He has these wrist blades, and he's known to shred his enemies in combat. He is a leader of an entire clan, and he is in fact a rebel who is brutal and monstrous. He even easily beat up Batman, though Batman got his hits in too, and they both are capable of defeating one another. Of course, he regularly fights with the Ninja Turtles, and he's been shown to be, in fact, much more powerful and skilled than the Turtles on the average basis. He is quite ruthless, but only as ruthless as the story he is in allows him to be. Regardless, he is a very skilled and dominant fighter, one whose blades are very, very useful in combat. He also can carry a spear staff as well, something of that nature, as seen here. He often toys with the Turtles, not outright killing them even though he easily could. He is a true predator toying with his prey, as seen here in this scene. We see how easily and how confidently Shredder disarms and completely defeats the Turtles one by one or all at once, showing his superior fighting style and skill. On the other hand, we have Baraka, another badass martial arts fighter who just so happens to have massive blades that extend, extracting and retracting out from above the wrists. Baraka showed up way back in the early Mortal Kombat games and has evolved a lot since his first appearance. There are many different versions of Baraka and his origin / backstory, but regardless, one thing remains the same. He is a ruthless, relentless, and bloodthirsty Tarkatan. You may be wondering what happens when an earthly human or humanoid mates with a demon of the Netherrealm. Well, you get Baraka. The Tarkatans, more specifically. A species that originally, in the original MK continuity, was said to be the result of the procreation between demons of the Netherrealm and earthly humans and humanoids via interspecies breeding that produced viable offspring. Baraka was unlike most Tarkatans in the sense that he was not simply an animalistic, brutal savage, a primitive, primeval monster. He was more intelligent and more cunning and clever than your average Tarkatan, although he was still a savage and a brute. He has these bone blades that come out extracting and retracting from above the wrist. They are very long, very sharp, very durable, and very, very lethal. He has changed a lot in his different incarnations. In just about every incarnation, he is slightly different, though he's always a savage and an utter monster. In basically every appearance, he is the Tarkatan leader. And though his blades can be depicted as bone blades penetrating through his skin from above the wrist, extracting and retracting in place, they also have been seen to be metal blades, both of which are extremely lethal, absolutely, utterly, devastatingly deadly. Baraka is rather sadistic. He enjoys the suffering and pain of his victims. His enemies are just that, enemies, until the bitter end, where one of the combatants dies. Baraka has fought in the Mortal Kombat tournaments before, so he is, in fact, prepared for a brutal fight. Without further ado, fight. Shredder senses eyes on him as he turns around to see Baraka soaring through the air, coming down, leaping directly at him. He extracts his blades midair as he comes down, swinging his long, sharp, extremely dangerous metal blades directly at Shredder's head. Shredder ducks, dodging this blow as he sideways kicks the shit out of Baraka in the face, sending him flying backwards multiple feet as he slides on his feet back across the ground as he runs along the concrete of the city right up to Shredder, as he then jumps through the air, coming right at Shredder as Shredder backhand slaps him as his blades slash across Baraka's face, sending him flying back into the ground as he hits the damn ground, slamming into it as he gets up, just shaking this off, as then Shredder runs at him, jumping into the air, kicking him in the face, as then Baraka turns around, going to stab right at Shredder's face as Shredder ducks out of the way and then stabs Baraka in each of his ribs with his wrist blades, as Baraka then simply knees him in the stomach and headbutts him before slashing right for his throat as Shredder moves back, literally just missing being decapitated completely. As then Shredder headbutts him, and then headbutts him again, and then stabs him directly in the chest with two of his wrist blades on his left fist, as then he goes to stab him right under his jaw, straight through the neck and through the bottom of his skull. Baraka swings his wrist blades, swiping Shredder's blades away, as then he knees Shredder ferociously 3 times in quick succession before kicking him in the face, causing him to slide back as Shredder leaps through the air, coming down, slashing at Baraka as he makes an X formation with his blades, blocking Shredder's blades. Shredder kicks Baraka dead center in the chest, causing him to fly through the air, slamming back first directly onto the concrete. As then Baraka gets back up, Baraka charges, leaping at Shredder, going to slash across his chest once more, but Shredder blocks this with his blades, as then he goes to stab Baraka in the chest as Baraka moves his body out of the way, before he simply shoots an energy projectile directly at Shredder, as Shredder merely jumps and dodges this attack. Shredder kicks out Baraka's knee, as then he stabs him with both blades on both wrists, straight through his chest, as then Baraka stabs him through his stomach with his wrist blade and goes to stab him through the throat with the other one, as Shredder swipes it out of the way and stabs him straight through his teeth, right under his jaw, right through his head, piercing through his skull and brain, automatically killing him instantly. Winner, Shredder. Anyway, it's been your boy Dice, aka Dice, and I'm outie. Peace.